I'm Warhawk. I'm playing Melik, the Tiefling Sorcerer, and I'm in search for magic, dragon magic.
You're not making any noise, Heavy.
Check your mute button.
Check your jack screw as well. Tinfoil hat, check all that. Check your Japanese whaling vessels.
They do need maintenance every once in a while.
They do.
Only after they leave Sweden. You know how those Swedish harbors are.
Hopefully on fire in about another couple mornings or so on CNN. And a guy sitting in a penguin costume just waving at the camera.
Dude, I'm losing sleep over that, man. I keep staying up all night watching CNN to see that, and it doesn't happen, so I haven't gotten any sleep.
It's like a letdown every night. It is. What's up, Chicago? What's up, Google?
Hello there.
Alright. Hello, everyone. Heavy here. Batista Xavier Washburn the 14th, the human paladin. Holy in Accord, and
And there's no Walian.
No, we don't.
So, well, Walian is a bard. He sings a lot of songs. He mocks enemies until their heads explode. That's pretty much what he does.
Yeah, he's on a work trip tonight, so he's not able to witness his character's death tonight at the hands of Big Dirt. So,
A shame.
AKA the closer. That's so great. I love that nickname for him.
I'm Crumpet. I play Tamanuk, the verbally challenged Goliath shaman. I have a spirit companion named Boom. He's a penguin. And for the quick recap, as most of you people know, Melik's head poking resulted in us fighting a beholder. And last session we killed it. It's quite a tough battle. Our paladin got munched on quite a bit. We all got petrified and all these different effects. But in the end, Walian made the whole thing just explode, and we all got covered in gunk and mucus, and it was kind of nice, refreshing. After that, we messed around with the big misty portal for a while, but we never really managed to learn anything from it. So we decided to go and investigate in the Black Orb secret crawl space thing, tunnel magic, to investigate the wall that Shamash encountered. Now, when Shamash had brains to accompany him, the secret door in the wall was found, and we entered a church. It was empty. All the walls were covered in mosaic depicting everyday life, only that every person was decaying and rotten. The church was completely empty. Were pews and a big altar thing with a chair standing, nobody in it though, and a skeleton lying on the floor pointing towards another misty portal. So we naturally messed around that for a bit. Walian opened one of the pews and we got hit by poisonous gas.
Yeah.
But inside that very pew we also found around 2,000 gold coins, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2,000. And all the coins have the head of the maker of this place. David, you are going to have to help me with his name.
Sir Yurak.
So Yurak. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All the coins had his face on it, and when Tamanuk looked at one of the coins, it winked back at him. So it's really, really weird.
Don't forget, it even had the sparkle in the tooth when he smiled.
So his own strange currency in this place. Our paladin did talk to the dead ritual on the skeleton, and we learned that the skeleton died quickly. The skeleton didn't know what killed him. And what the hell was the other question?
Heavy asked him if he was going steady with anyone or anything like that. I think Heavy was interested, if I'm not mistaken. He was looking for a good bone. Sorry about that.
Does anyone remember what the second question was?
I think why was he playing the game?
RCPD Rookie, thank you for the follow, sir.
Why was he what?
Pointing
RCPD
at the
Rookie,
game.
thank you.
Ah. And I can't even remember the answer.
Next 76, thank you for the follow.
was the way
Deserver21, XNav1107, thank you for
Well,
the follow.
learning that that was the way out, we completely screwed that. And
Lots
went
of new follows. Wow.
to a red orb at the opposite side of the wall, and one of us inserted a ring into some sort of hole, and that opens up a gate.
Killer
and I think
Clown,
that was
thank you for
pretty
the
much
follow
it.
as well. Killer Clown, thank you for the follow, sir.
So now
Yeah.
we found another exit instead.
I don't believe that was exactly his answer. I think his answer was more like, that is the way I was going.
Yeah, he wanted to make it to the portal, and he was on his way to the portal, but then he died all of a sudden, probably from the poison.
Well, there you have it.
He wasn't a hardy adventurer like you guys. He was a soft batch.
Like
No,
dirt.
we filled our lungs with that poisonous gas, and just, yeah, we are tough adventurers. No poisonous gas is going to hinder us.
Alright, so this is where you guys are at. You guys are back into the Holy Chapel, or is it holy? Now you know that there is a corridor to the east. Looks like a sloping ramp that is going somewhat in a downward position. Almost a 45-degree angle. It's actually a pretty steep slope down.
I see Shamash hasn't grown at all.
Shamash is not grown.
I
Maybe
see,
in the
health
2
bars
months. Yeah, why are these health bars reappearing, guys?
Things are resetting for some reason.
Yeah. Alright, so there you go. Alright. What do you guys want to do? You guys found out that the left pew, this one here, exploded into an acidic burst. Actually filled the entire room over about 12 seconds. You guys took damage for 2 rounds, and then the acidic cloud basically dispersed.
Is that going to play Walian?
I don't even know if Dirt's here.
Exactly.
I don't think he is. We'll just all kind of play him for now.
Okay.
I know that he
I think
did
we left
sacrifice his
off.
coin. I'm sorry, he sacrificed the ring that he had found.
Ring.
Yeah.
I'm jabbing dirt.
When we
over.
left off, Melik was checking the throne.
That's right, he was. Well, actually, it wasn't a throne. It was basically a wooden chair up there. I mean, it's definitely a wooden chair.
Do I see any glyphs or anything around it? Any?
I think the flavor text for the room as well actually indicated that there was a chair, wooden chair, up on the altar area. Just that there's a tiered dais set with a wooden chair. Doesn't go really too much into the chair, but it does say. But no, to answer your question, you don't see any kind of runes or anything like that. Not on the chair. Not even on the altar. Well, I'm sorry, on the raised dais that you're on.
Okay. I'm going to sit in the chair and see what I can see from it. See if there's something that shows it.
It's nice and comfortable. It's a large chair. Nothing happens. You don't disappear. Everyone sees Melik sitting in the chair. The chair doesn't explode. Nothing. No traps are set. Just a normal a wooden sitting chair up on the top of the dais. It's kind of nice to take a load off.
Like
actually.
I belong here.
You can almost tip it back against the wall and go to sleep.
Right on.
Especially that you're in such a holy sanctuary, you know?
Okay.
Man, we've already
As
been
I
going for
walk past,
20 plus
don't get
weeks,
too comfortable
guys.
in there.
Such a long time.
Can I get a quick reminder on these blue lights in front?
The blue lights are actually, it's from the altar. The altar itself is kind of shedding this bluish light.
Okay.
And then you have the archway that is shedding a orangish type of light. Kind of mysterious, though, that the skeleton is, why is the skeleton pointing towards that portal? I mean, what is the real reason why he's pointing? I mean, you guys asked him, so.
Yeah. Malik's HP bar is still there, it's just empty. Is it the same for you? Oh, there we go.
I was just erasing the 0 out of the maximum portion of the...
I wouldn't put that in there either. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I'm more
Hey, what's up,
worried
Rick?
about this new area because that's wide open.
Hello there,
while the
Kenj.
portal doesn't seem to spew forth
Bah.
enemies unless we mess with it. So I just want to do a listen check down into the new room or new corridor, and just listen if I can hear anything, like the clattering of bones, because that's the most common thing we've encountered so far.
Okay, well, sure. Give me a perception roll. Oh, look at Melik going towards the portal. I like that.
Of course you do. When Melik moves towards magical things, it always works out great. Oh, crits. I hear all and see all.
Oh yeah. Actually, down this hall, you don't hear anything. It's really silent. You can hear the occasional drop of water, probably coming from something on the roof. Or
So I am
the ceiling.
100%
Nothing.
certain that nothing is moving down there at least.
You are 100% certain that there is nothing down in that hall.
I turn around and do the OK sound, or sign.
What is that? What does the OK sound like?
Oh, well, it sounds like OK, but I can't say that, so I'll sign it instead.
No, I mean, what kind of grunt would that be, though? I mean,
Same as everything else.
although Tomanuk has made quite a bit of progress in our 20
Yeah.
games.
He's been opening up.
No, it's definitely not. It's
His
not shown.
therapy
It's-
sessions are working.
It's not working code.
Well, I'm going to move into the hall.
Okay. You notice that the hall is pitch black, Smash, and it looks like it definitely descends. There is a stairwell that is leading down.
Are the orbs on the gate? I don't remember if the orbs were glowing or not on this gate. On this.
They were not. But as you get closer to it, the 3 orbs start to light up. And as you even get closer, it looks like the mist is starting to clear.
And Steve, step back. Not sticking my head in.
That starts to clear. Takes about 20, probably about 20 to 25 seconds, and it looks like that you see looks like an image of Lady Moonfire, and she appears to be holding something.
Perception check.
Sure.
An 8.
Looks like she's just carrying a bundle of something. Although it does look like she's kind of cradling this bundle of something.
Batista's next to me. I asked Batista, "Do you see what I'm seeing?"
Don't need a perception check to see if he's.
Yeah, you can give me a perception check. Yeah, Heavy, as you start to squint your eyes and you're looking closer at this, and it literally looks like Lady Moonfire is holding what looks to be possibly an infant of some kind. And upon closer inspection, it also appears that she is pregnant as well. Looks like she is possibly going to be giving birth to probably another baby. Well, really, that's the only thing that she's going to be able to give birth to, unless she gives birth to maybe a mind flare or something.
Wow, Walian's been busy.
Another figure steps in front of into your view, and they don't notice that you're watching them, that you're eavesdropping. You notice that from the descriptions of Walian and his past, looks like it's especially with you, Melik, because you guys have had conversations, that it looks like that could possibly be Walian's brother, and it looks like he has embraced Lady Moonfire.
Bum bum bum.
Hey, Walian. Sorry.
Something you need to see.
Oh, Walian.
So yeah, it looks like she looks to be somewhat happy. I mean, she's got a smile on her face. She's looking down at her infant child, and kind of looks like she's rocking it back and forth. And this other figure, a human, of course, comes up behind her, kind of puts his hands on her shoulders, and kind of looks over at her, and he kind of kisses her on the cheek, and it looks like they are somewhat happy.
I go over to Batista and I'm like, you see Lady Moonfire, a baby, and what looks like to be a relative of Wayland in
And
there, right?
this is what you and Heavy see. I mean, Shamash
Yeah,
and
this is what I
Tomanuk
see.
and Wayland, they don't know what's going on with this.
What? That's why I said, I asked Batista, make sure I'm seeing the same thing he's seeing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what you're seeing. Yeah.
And then the mist kind of fades out. I mean, it doesn't. You can still see. It looks like this portal is traveling to another place. It looks like it's going through the woods, over mountaintops, through the sky, through the water, and then it comes to the city of Neverwinter. You can see that the skyline of Neverwinter is broken, and this skyline has lots of plumes of smoke coming up. And you can see just hordes of orc traveling into the main gates of the city.
Guys. Dominic, Smash, Wayland.
Yes.
I think you guys need to come over here. This does not look good. Batista, you also see this, I assume? Again?
Yes, it seems like it had traveled quite a distance and then stopped.
Dominic, you get
Do
over
you
to the
see-
portal. You can see this vision in the portal as well. You can see that it is Neverwinter. You've never been in Neverwinter yourself, but you've traveled past. So you recognize the skyline. Shamash, you definitely recognize it as well. And this is, you remember now, Shamash, that this is the skyline of the town that you had seen in your vision that you had several months back. And Shamash, you can see this massive, looks like a massive army of orc that are just, in ranks, walking right through the front gate of Neverwinter. No battle going on, nothing. And in the front, and all of a sudden a massive orc kind of gets into view, and he's yelling, move on, and, smashing a whip a couple times. And then he turns around towards the portal, and it is Tarok. You recognize this orc as Tarok, Shamash. And you see that Tarok is decorated like a general, like your typical type of orc chieftain. And he has a whip in one hand, and he has like a walking staff in the other with several skulls hanging off of it. Lots of other like turtle shells, bones. And it looks like he's commanding these orcs to march into the city of Neverwinter. And then this phases out as well. And now it's starting to look, as this portal is now traveling, looks like it's taking a more northerly approach. That's starting to turn into like a winter type of area. Lots of winter snow-capped mountains. Lots of frozen tundra. And now you can see that there are lots of spirits that you can see. And it looks like, Tomanuk, the spirits are looking at you through the portal. Lots of spirits. Bears, cougars, polar bears, even walking hybrid killer whales. I mean, they're all there. All kinds. How'd you like that? I figured you'd like that.
Do I know anything about the clan of Orca?
No, but there's every type of animal that you can think of. Snakes, birds, hawks. I mean, everything is there. And then you notice that they start disappearing in small clumps. And then one disappears, and then another large chunk disappears. And it looks like the numbers of these spirits are starting to dwindle. And then the number is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
And Tamanook is thinking back to his nightmare he had a while back.
Exactly. Exactly. Then that vision starts to fade out. Starts coming back into a woodland area, goes back up into another woodland area, up to, you can see massive mountains in the background. And now, Batista. You can see that this is a familiar place. This is 10 Towns. 10 Towns is on fire. 10 Towns looks like it has been ravaged. And these same orcs that were marching into Neverwinter, you could see this same orc, the highly decorated orc chieftain. You could see him slashing his whip at humans and halflings and elves that live in the city of 10 Towns. And you can see Ollie, your father, you can see him in shackles being let off in sort of like a death march. You don't know where it's going, but you can see that Ollie is definitely a prisoner of the orcs. Then this vision fades out, and then all of a sudden it gets black. It just turns black, and then you can see what looks to be a candle that just starts getting closer and closer and closer and closer to the actual portal itself. And you recognize this person once the candle gets in within. You can actually see it, Melik. It's your old master, just like in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually looking at you. And he tells you that he wants you to join him. And then his skin starts to melt off of his face. All of his skin on his arms just starts sliding off like a liquid. And he looks like a lich. And he says, "Join me, my apprentice."
Master, I could save you. And I go in.
Okay.
Behold the time.
Nope.
Can I jump to try to grab his leg?
Yeah, you can try, sure.
Alright, let's see what I got here. Okay, here we go.
He gets about halfway into the portal, and as he's starting to take that last step in, you lunge for him.
$18.
Melik, you can feel yourself as you're in some kind of, looks like this massive black space, and you can feel that there's solid ground under you. All of a sudden